Look at where you are right now, face down in the mud. It's cold down there, isn't it? You can practically taste the dirt in your mouth. They really did a number on you this time, didn't they? They didn't just trip you up, no, they shoved you. They put 2 hands on your chest and pushed you down with everything they had. The people you invited to your table, the ones you shared your dreams with, they're the ones standing over you right now. Look at them. They're smirking. They're high-fiving each other because they finally did it. They finally knocked the giant down. They think you're finished. They think you're going to stay there, broken, humiliated, and defeated. But let me tell you something they don't know. They made a fatal mistake. They thought they were digging you a grave, but they didn't realize they were just digging a foundation. Yeah, let that sink in. You see, they're watching you right now. They are obsessed with your downfall. They are waiting for you to wave the white flag and give up. They want to see you rot in that hole they pushed you into. But what they don't understand, what they can't even comprehend, is that you aren't built like them. You don't shatter when you hit the ground. You bounce back. You ever think about why they pushed you so hard? Why did they put so much energy into trying to ruin you? I'll tell you why. It's because you intimidate them. Your light, your potential, your spirit, it shines so bright that it exposes their darkness. They didn't push you down because you were weak. They pushed you down because they were terrified of how tall you were standing. They knew that if you kept going, if you kept climbing, you would leave them behind in the dust. So they tried to stop you. They tried to break your legs so you couldn't run. But guess what? They didn't break you. They just woke you up. You're not buried, you're just planted. And God, oh, He is watching every single second of this. You think He's blind to your tears. You think He didn't see the betrayal. He saw it all. And let me tell you, He is not happy with them. But for you, He's preparing something massive. He's about to orchestrate the greatest comeback the world has ever seen. The Bible says He prepares a table before you in the presence of your enemies. That means He's not going to raise you up in secret. He's not going to bless you in a corner where nobody sees it. No, He is going to raise you up right in front of their faces. Imagine that scene. The very people who pushed you down, the ones who laughed when you fell, they're going to have front row seats to your elevation. They're going to be forced to watch as God reaches down, grabs your hand, and pulls you up higher than you have ever been before. And the best part? There is nothing, absolutely nothing they can do to stop it. They are going to sit there choking on their own jealousy, swallowing their own pride, watching you turn into a force of nature. You see, you are treating this fall like a tragedy, but God is using it as a strategy. You can't build a skyscraper without digging deep first. You had to go down so you could handle the height that is coming. The fall was necessary. The pain was necessary. It was the training ground. You are in the gym of life right now, and that weight on your back, it's building muscle. It's building a spiritual fortitude that those cowards could never dream of having. They thought they ended you. That's the funny part. They really thought that was the final chapter, but they don't know the author. They don't know that God specializes in plot twists. Just when the enemy thinks he has won, just when the crowd starts to leave, that is when God shows up and shows out. You are about to rise with a power that is going to shake the ground beneath their feet. You are coming back, but not as the same person who fell. That person is dead. That innocent, naive version of you, gone. The version of you that is standing up is a warrior. You are coming back harder, smarter, and stronger than they ever thought possible. Think about a spring. The harder you push it down, the more potential energy it builds up. The more pressure you apply, the higher it flies when you finally let go. That is you. They have been pushing and pushing, trying to keep you submerged, but they are just loading up your launch mechanism. When God releases you, you're going to skyrocket past them so fast it'll make their heads spin. But you have to change your mindset. Stop crying over who left. Stop mourning the betrayal. Let them go. The trash took itself out. Those fake friends, those disloyal partners, they were dead weight. You couldn't climb the mountain carrying them on your back. God allowed them to push you so you could see who they really were. He exposed them to save you. Now that you are lighter, now that you know the truth, you can move faster. It's going to be lonely for a while. That's the price of elevation. Eagles fly alone. It's only the pigeons that flock together on the ground. You are entering a season of isolation because you are entering a season of transformation. You are in the cocoon right now. It's dark, it's tight, and it's uncomfortable. But you aren't dying. You are changing. You are growing wings. And when you bust out of this, you are going to be unrecognizable. The people who pushed you down are going to look at you and say, "Is that really him? Is that really her? I thought we destroyed them." They won't believe their eyes. Your success is going to be the best revenge. You won't even have to say a word. You won't have to argue. You won't have to fight. Your results will do all the talking. Your happiness will be the punishment. Your peace will be their torture. They will have to live the rest of their miserable lives knowing that they tried to stop you and failed. They will have to live with the knowledge that they actually helped you. Yeah, they helped you. Their hate was the fuel. Their doubt was the spark. They handed you the very bricks you are going to use to build your empire. But listen to me. Don't get it twisted. This isn't going to be easy. Getting back up after a hit like that takes grit. It takes a savage kind of will. Most people stay down. Most people let the world defeat them. They play the victim card for the rest of their lives. But that ain't you. You have a fire in your belly that water can't drown. You have a destiny that hell cannot cancel. You have to decide right here, right now, that you are done staying down. You have to decide to stand up, shake off the dirt, wipe the blood off your lip, and look at them. Look them dead in the eye and smile. That smile will haunt them. That smile says, "You missed." God is rebuilding your character. He is stiffening your spine. He is making you bulletproof. You see, before this, you cared too much about what people thought. You wanted their validation. You wanted their acceptance. But now you don't give a damn. You realize that their applause was fake anyway. You realize that your worth doesn't come from them. It comes from your Creator. And once you realize that, you become dangerous. You become unstoppable. Because a man or a woman who doesn't need approval is a man or a woman who cannot be controlled. They tried to control you by pushing you down. They wanted to keep you in your place, but your place is at the top. Your place is in the clouds. God is about to elevate you to a tax bracket, a spiritual level, and a mental state that they can't even access. The door is closing on them, and it is opening for you. So let them talk. Let them gossip. Let them spin their little narratives. It doesn't matter. The truth always rises. And the truth is, you are chosen for this. You were built for the storm. You think a little push is going to end you. You've been through worse. You've survived 100% of your bad days. You are a survivor. No, scratch that. You are a conqueror. You are about to walk into a season of overflow. Restoration is coming. And I'm not talking about getting back what you lost. I'm talking about double for your trouble. I'm talking about restoration so big it makes the past look like a joke. God is going to bless you so publicly that even the atheists around you will have to acknowledge it. They will have to say, there must be a God, because look at what happened to him. The people who pushed you down are going to end up needing you. That's the irony of life. That's how God works. The stone that the builders rejected becomes the chief cornerstone. You are the cornerstone. They threw you away, but God picked you up and said, this is exactly what I need. You are valuable, you are rare, and you are stronger than they thought. They thought you were glass, fragile and weak, but they found out you are steel, forged in the fire. They hit you, expecting you to shatter, but all they did was hurt their own hands. You are hardening. You are evolving. The crying nights are over. The pity party is done. It is time to go to war for your future. It is time to take back everything they stole. Your joy, your confidence, your peace. Take it back. It belongs to you. God is raising you up right now. Can you feel it? Can you feel the shift? The atmosphere is changing. The chains are breaking. You are rising. And as you rise, look down at the ones who pushed you. Don't be angry. Just feel sorry for them, because they are stuck on the ground, filled with hate while you are soaring in the sky, filled with purpose. They lost. You won, and there is nothing they can do about it. So stand tall, shoulders back, head high. Let them see the scars. Those aren't marks of shame. Those are medals of honor. You survived, you endured, and now you thrive. God is not done with you yet. In fact, he is just getting started. The comeback is always stronger than the setback, and your comeback is about to be legendary. Let them watch. Let them stare. Let them witness the power of a God who can take a mess and turn it into a masterpiece. You are that masterpiece. You are the evidence. You are the proof that no matter how hard they push, they can't keep a good person down. You are rising, stronger, wiser, better. And they, the ones who pushed you, they're just footnotes in your history book. You are the main character. You are the hero of this story. Now go out there and show them what you are made of. Show them that you are unbreakable. God is raising you up, and this time you stay up. You think the darkness is your enemy? No. The darkness is the womb. You were terrified when the lights went out, weren't you? When the phone stopped ringing, when the invitations stopped coming. You sat in that room, surrounded by silence, and you felt like you were suffocating. You thought you were dying. But let's be honest about what really happened in that dark room. You weren't dying. You were molting. The weak parts of you, the parts that needed them, the parts that craved their validation like a drug, those parts were dying. And let me tell you, it was a painful death. It had to be. You see, there is a version of you that had to be sacrificed on the altar of your destiny. The nice guy, the sweet girl, the one who always apologized, the one who always made excuses for people's bad behavior. That version of you, dead, buried in the backyard of your past. And the people who pushed you down, they killed that version of you. They held the knife, but they didn't know what they were doing. They thought by killing your kindness, they would leave you empty. But nature abhors a vacuum. When the weakness left, something else rushed in to fill the void. Something colder, something harder, something dangerous. Let's talk about the cold. You feel it, don't you? It's not in the air. It's in your chest, where your heart used to bleed for people. Now it just beats. Steady, unemotional, calculated. They call you changed. They say you've become distant. They say you've become arrogant. Let them talk. They are mistaking your boundaries for arrogance. They are mistaking your self-preservation for coldness. You didn't choose to be this way. They forced your hand. You offered them warmth and they gave you frostbite. You offered them loyalty and they handed you treason. So now you wear this coldness like armor and it fits you perfectly. God saw the disrespect. Do not think for 1 second that the creator of the universe is okay with what they did to you. There is a side of God that people forget. They love the lamb, but they forget the lion. They love the mercy, but they forget the judgment. And right now, God is not looking at your enemies with mercy. He is looking at them with a scorecard. He saw every tear you cried on your pillow when nobody was watching. He heard every silent scream in your car. He felt every jagged edge of the knife they twisted in your back. And he is keeping a record. You are about to witness the terrifying precision of divine karma. You won't have to lift a finger. That's the hardest part for you, isn't it? You want to fight. You want to scream at them. You want to expose them. But God says, stand down. He says, be still. Because if you fight them, it's just a street brawl. But if you let God fight them, it's a massacre. It is total, absolute annihilation of their influence over your life. Imagine the psychological torture they are about to endure. They pushed you down hoping you would stay down. They wanted to look at your failure and feel better about their mediocre lives. They needed you to fail. Your failure was the glue holding their fragile egos together. So what happens when you rise? What happens when you don't just survive, but you dominate? It shatters their reality. It breaks their minds. They will wake up every morning and check your social media. They won't follow you. Oh, no, they are blocked, or they unfollowed you to make a point. But they will search for your name. They will watch from burner accounts. They will watch from the shadows. And every time they see you winning, every time they see you smiling, every time they see God opening another door that they tried to lock, it is going to burn a hole in their stomach. It is going to eat them alive from the inside out. Your success is going to be the poison they drink every single day. And you won't even notice. That's the ultimate disrespect. You will be so busy building, so busy ascending, so busy operating in your purpose that they won't even register on your radar. They will become ghosts to you. They will be screaming for your attention, trying to bait you into a reaction, trying to drag you back down into the mud with them. But you are an eagle now. You don't peck with chickens. You don't argue with snakes. You just fly. You fly so high that they become invisible. But let's go deeper into the pit for a second. Let's talk about the betrayal. Because it wasn't just strangers, was it? It was the Judas kiss. It was the ones who sat at your table and broke bread with you. They smiled in your face while they were plotting your funeral. They hugged you just to feel where to stab you. That kind of pain changes your DNA. It rewrites your genetic code. It teaches you a lesson that no school can teach. It teaches you that everybody, and I mean everybody, is capable of treachery given the right price or the right pressure. And that realization, it didn't make you bitter. It made you sharp. You see everything now. You have X-ray vision. You walk into a room and you can smell the fake. You can sense the jealousy before they even open their mouths. You see the micro expressions. You hear the tone in their voice. You are a predator of intentions now. You can spot a snake in the grass from a mile away because you have the venom in your veins now, too. You survived the bite, and now you are immune. This is the dark night of the soul that the mystics talk about. It's that period where you are stripped of everything. Your reputation tainted, your finances maybe hit, your circle empty. You are standing in the rubble of your life looking at the wreckage, and in that silence, in that absolute desolation, you hear a voice, not a human voice, a voice from the deep, a voice that says, rebuild. And this rebuild, it's not innocent. It's industrial. It's military grade. You are building a fortress, not a house. You are building walls so high and so thick that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. You are vetting everyone who comes near the gate. No more free passes. No more benefit of the doubt. You have to earn your way into this life now. You have to pay the toll. And the toll is loyalty. The toll is consistency. If they can't pay it, they stay outside in the cold. You don't feel bad about it anymore. You don't feel guilty for protecting your peace. You realize now that your access is a privilege, not a right. God is hardening you. He is tempering you like steel. You know the process of making a sword? You have to heat it until it glows, until it's almost melting, and then you strike it, hammer it, again and again and again, and then you plunge it into ice-cold water. The shock, the hiss, the sudden change in temperature. That is what happened to you. The fire of the betrayal heated you up. The hammer of life beat you down, and the cold isolation hardened you. You are a weapon now, a weapon in the hand of God. And what does a weapon do? It cuts. You are about to cut ties, cut losses, and cut through the noise. You are going to cut through the lies they told about you. The truth has a funny way of coming out when you are winning. People love a winner. The same people who believed the lies yesterday will be in your DMs tomorrow asking, how did you do it? The same people who ignored your calls will be telling everyone, I knew him back when. It's sickening. It's pathetic. But it's human nature. But you won't be fooled. Not this time. You will look at them with those dead shark eyes, and you will see right through them. You will see the desperation. You will see the regret. They fumbled the bag. They dropped the diamond while they were busy picking up stones. And now they have to watch the diamond shine on someone else's crown. That is their punishment. Living with the what if. Living with the I should have stuck by him. Living with the I shouldn't have crossed her. Regret is a slow killer. It's a ghost that haunts you at 3 a.m. And your enemies, they are going to have a house full of ghosts. God is going to make sure of it. He is going to make your life so loud, so vibrant, so undeniable that they cannot escape it. They will see you on billboards. They will see you in places they can't afford to enter. They will hear your name spoken in rooms they are not invited to. You will become a legend to them, a myth, the one that got away, the one they couldn't break. And here is the darker truth. Part of you, deep down, the part you don't talk about at church, part of you enjoys it. Part of you feeds on their doubt. Every time they said, you can't, you added another brick to the wall. Every time they laughed, you did another rep. Their hate became your steroid. You converted their negative energy into pure, raw power. You are an alchemist. You took the lead weight of their oppression and turned it into the gold of your obsession. You became obsessed. Obsessed with your growth. Obsessed with your potential. You stopped watching TV. You stopped wasting time. You stopped gossiping. You went dark. You went into the submarine, and while you were down there, in the pressure, in the dark, you were evolving, you were learning, You were reading. You were plotting. They think you were hiding. No, you were strategizing. You were waiting for the perfect moment to resurface. And when you breach the water, it's going to be a tsunami. The shockwave will knock them off their feet. They won't know where you came from. They won't understand how you did it. But we killed him, they will say. But we buried her, they will scream. And you will just stand there, towering over them, casting a shadow so long it covers their entire existence. This is the season of the villain arc, not that you are evil, but in their story. Oh, you are the villain because you stopped being the victim. You refused to play the role they wrote for you. You ripped up their script and wrote your own. And in your script, you win. In your script, you take it all. In your script, they are just background noise, static on the radio that you tune out. You have to embrace the solitude. The darkness is quiet. In the quiet, you can hear God whisper. He's telling you secrets. He's giving you the blueprints. He's showing you the hidden traps. When you were surrounded by the crowd, by the fake friends, it was too loud. You couldn't hear him. You needed to be pushed out. You needed to be exiled. The wilderness is where the prophets are made. The wilderness is where the kings are forged. You are in your wilderness season, and it is almost over. When you step out of this wilderness, you will have a look in your eye that makes people nervous. It's the look of someone who has walked through hell and didn't burn. It's the look of someone who has stared the devil in the face and laughed. You have lost the capacity for fear. What can they do to you now? Break your heart? It's already been broken and rebuilt with titanium? Ruin your reputation? They tried, and you're still standing. Take your money. You know how to make it back from zero. You are dangerous because you have nothing left to lose and everything to gain. God is about to set a table. And this isn't a picnic. This is a banquet of justice. He is going to serve you victory on a silver platter right in front of the people who starved you. And he is going to force them to watch you eat. They will be hungry and you will be full. They will be thirsty and you will be overflowing. This is the divine balance. The scales are tipping. For years, the scales were tipped against you. You took the hits. You took the losses. You took the high road when you wanted to take the low road. You swallowed your pride. Well, payday is coming. The bill is due, and God is coming to collect on your behalf with interest. You need to understand that this level of elevation requires a funeral. You have to mourn the people who are still alive. You have to accept that they are never coming back. And if they do try to come back, if they do try to crawl back when they see the light shining, you have to have the strength to close the door, lock it, throw away the key. That is the dark part, the realization that you cannot save everyone. You cannot bring everyone to the top. Some people are anchored to the bottom. If you don't cut the rope, they will drown you. Cut the rope. Feel the weight drop. Feel yourself shoot up toward the surface. It's liberating, isn't it? It's terrifying, but it's liberating. You are free. Free from their expectations, free from their limitations, free from their drama. You are floating in a space of pure potential. And let's be real about the God part of this. God isn't just rebuilding you to make you happy. He is rebuilding you to make a point. You are his proof. You are his evidence that he can take the broken, the rejected, the outcast, and turn them into kings and queens. He is using you to shame the wise. He is using you to confuse the strong. When people look at you, they won't be able to explain it logically. You didn't have the connections. You didn't have the money. You didn't have the background, but you had the favor, and the favor of God is heavy. It crushes your enemies. It opens iron gates. It levels mountains. You are walking with a heavy anointing now. That's why the atmosphere changes when you walk into the room. That's why people either love you or hate you instantly. There is no middle ground with you anymore. You are too potent. You trigger the demons in people just by existing. Your light is too bright for their darkness to handle, so let them hate. Let them seethe. Let them gather in their little groups and whisper. Their whispers are just prayers for your downfall, and God is not listening to them. He is listening to the blood from your wounds, the blood from the sacrifice. He honors the pain. He honors the struggle. You are about to enter a season of aggressive expansion. You are going to take territory. You are going to reclaim your time. You are going to reclaim your self-esteem. You are going to look in the mirror and finally love what you see. Not because you are perfect, but because you are a survivor, because you are a beast, because you are the one who crawled out of the grave they dug for you. There is a grim satisfaction in that, knowing they tried to kill you and failed, knowing you are walking around, breathing, thriving, living proof of their incompetence. They couldn't even finish the job. They underestimated you. That was their sin. They looked at the surface and didn't see the depth. They looked at the silence and didn't hear the roar. Now, the roar is coming, and it's going to shatter the windows of their glass houses. You have to be ready to walk alone. The higher you go, the thinner the air, and the fewer the people. But the view is worth it. You will look down from your mountain and see them as little ants, scrambling in the dirt, fighting over scraps, and you will realize how small they really are, how small their opinions were, how small their power was. They seemed like giants when you were on your knees, but now that you are standing, they are insects. Don't step on them. They aren't worth the shoe leather. Just step over them. Keep climbing. Keep ascending. The dark truth is that you will never get an apology. You are waiting for them to say, "I'm sorry." You are waiting for them to admit they were wrong. Stop waiting. It's never coming. Their pride won't let them. Their narrative won't let them. If they admit they were wrong about you, they have to admit they are the villains. And nobody wants to be the villain in their own story. So they will go to their graves thinking they were right. They will lie to themselves until the end. But you don't need their apology. You have your revenge. Your revenge is your bank account. Your revenge is your peace of mind. Your revenge is the glow on your skin. Your revenge is the fact that you don't need them. That is what kills them. Your independence, your absolute freedom from their influence. So embrace the dark side of this journey. Embrace the cold. Embrace the solitude. It made you who you are. The fire that burned you also forged you. You are not a victim of the fire. You are the phoenix rising from it. Ashy? Maybe. Scarred? Definitely. But flying? Absolutely. Let God finish his work. He is putting the finishing touches on this new version of you. He is polishing the armor. He is sharpening the sword. And soon, very soon, he is going to open the doors and say, "Go." And when he does, the world better watch out, because you aren't coming to play. You are coming to conquer. You are coming to dominate. You are coming to take everything that has your name on it. And to the ones who pushed you, to the ones who broke you, to the ones who left you for dead, thank them seriously. Look back one last time and whisper, "Thank you." Because without them, you would have stayed comfortable. Without them, you would have stayed average. Without them, you wouldn't have found this gear. They woke the beast. They created their own worst nightmare, a version of you that cannot be stopped. God used their hands to push you into your destiny. They thought they were pushing you off a cliff, but God gave you wings on the way down. Now soar, fly over their heads. Let your shadow fall on them and never ever look back. The past is a graveyard. You don't live there anymore. You live in the future. You live in the victory. You live in the power. Rise and let them watch. Let them watch until their eyes burn. Let them watch until they understand that they never had a chance against what God put inside of you. You are the storm. You are the quake. You are the inevitable. Rise. You are now entering the territory of the untouchable. The air is different up here, isn't it? It is thin. It is crisp. It is pure. Down there in the swamp where they live, the air is thick with gossip, heavy with jealousy, and stagnant with mediocrity. But up here, you can breathe. You can see the horizon. You can see the curve of the earth. You realize now that the push didn't just move you, it launched you. It created a distance between you and them that no bridge can ever span again. They are shouting at you, but you can't hear them. They are throwing stones, but the stones fall short. They are trying to summon the old version of you, the one who cared, the one who reacted, the one who bled when they cut. But that person is gone. You are looking down at them like a man looks down at ants. You don't hate the ants. You don't love the ants. You just exist in a completely different dimension of power. This is the phase where your silence becomes the loudest noise in their lives. They are waiting for the clapback. They are refreshing the page, waiting for the rant, but you give them nothing. Absolute, terrifying zero. And that silence, it drives them to madness. It denies them the validation of your attention. You are starving them. They are parasites, and you have cut off the blood supply. Watch them wither. Watch them shrink. Watch them turn on each other because they can no longer feed on you. God has placed a hedge of protection around you that is so thick, so dense, that their malice bounces right off. You are walking through the valley of the shadow of death, but you fear no evil. Why? Because you have become the most dangerous thing in the valley. You are the predator now. Not a predator of people, but a predator of opportunities, a predator of destiny. You hunt goals. You hunt dreams. You hunt the vision God gave you with a relentless, cold aggression that scares average people. Let them be scared. Fear is just respect in a mask. They fear you because they cannot control you. They fear you because they know what they did to you should have killed you. By all laws of nature, you should be in an asylum. You should be addicted. You should be broken. But here you are, standing, shining, winning. You are a glitch in their matrix. You are the anomaly. You are the living proof that their power is an illusion. And listen to me closely. Do not feel guilty for leaving them behind. This is the law of elevation. Rockets drop their boosters when they reach a certain altitude. Those people, they were boosters. They contained the fuel you needed for the first stage of the launch. The pain they caused was the combustion. But now, you are in orbit. You cannot carry the dead weight of the boosters into space. Let them fall into the ocean. Let them sink. You have a universe to explore. You are building an empire on the ashes of their betrayal. Every brick in your new life has a name on it. That Mercedes, that's the "they said I couldn't" model. That new house, that's the "they tried to make me homeless" estate. That peace in your heart, They tried to drive me crazy sanctuary. You are living in the manifested receipt of their failure. Every day you wake up breathing is a protest against their hate. Every smile is an act of rebellion. God is using you to set a standard. He is showing the world what happens when you touch one of His anointed. The Bible says, "Touch not my anointed." It's a warning. And they ignored it. They touched you. They messed with you. And now they are paying the price. The price is irrelevance. The price is watching you become everything they pretend to be. You see, they are actors. They play the role of the happy friend, the successful boss, the loyal partner. But behind the curtain, it's a mess. It's chaos. It's fear. You are the real deal. You don't have to act. You don't have to pretend. Your reality is better than their dreams. You have authenticity. You have the scars to prove you survived the war. People respect scars. People follow scars. People trust someone who has bled and kept moving. Your enemies have inadvertently drafted your marketing campaign. Their hate made you famous. Their gossip made you legendary. They told your story to everyone, trying to ruin you, but all they did was spread your name. And now, when people meet you, when they see the grace on your life, when they feel the power in your spirit, they realize the rumors were lies. And who looks stupid then? Not you. Them, the liars, the slanderers. They played themselves. You are entering a season of "I told you so" without ever having to say the words. Your lifestyle is the statement. Your bank account is the statement. Your family's happiness is the statement. You are walking around as a living, breathing testament to God's restoration power. You are a walking miracle. And don't think for a second that this is temporary. This isn't a lucky break. This isn't a winning streak. This is your new baseline. This is your new floor. You have evolved. You have unlocked a level of consciousness and resilience that cannot be unlearned. You can't go back to being weak. You can't go back to being naive. Once your eyes are open, they stay open. You see the game for what it is. The world is harsh. It is cold. It is brutal, but you are colder, you are harder, you have embraced the winter, you have realized that the fire inside you is hotter than the storm outside you. You are the storm now. You are the force of nature that shifts the atmosphere. When you walk into a room, the demons tremble. They know who you are. They know who backs you. You are backed by the resources of heaven. You have a blank check from the Creator to rebuild your life however you see fit. So build it big. Build it massive. Build it so high that it casts a shadow over their entire city. Make it impossible for them to look out their window without seeing your success. Make your existence unavoidable. That is the ultimate revenge. To be everywhere, to be everything, to be the unavoidable truth that they cannot deny. You have to accept that you are the villain in their story, and you have to be okay with that. To the lazy, the hustler is the villain. To the liar, the truth teller is the villain. To the weak, the strong are the villains. So wear the black hat. Be the bad guy in their narrative. Because in God's narrative, you are the hero, you are the warrior, you are the conqueror. Who cares what the sheep think of the lion? The lion does not lose sleep over the opinion of sheep. Stop explaining yourself. Stop trying to clear your name. Your name is written in the book of life, and it is written on the checks you are cashing. That is enough. Let them misunderstand you. Let them create their theories. Let them spin their webs. They are only trapping themselves. You are flying too high to get caught in a spider web. There is a dark, quiet joy in knowing that you have outgrown the people who hurt you. It's a realization that hits you on a Tuesday afternoon. You look back and you realize you haven't thought about them in days. You realize their name doesn't make your stomach turn anymore. You realize they have no power. They are just ghosts haunting a house you moved out of years ago. You sold that house. You sold the trauma. You cashed out. God is restoring the years that the locusts have eaten. All that time you wasted crying over them, God is giving it back to you in productivity. All the love you wasted on them, God is giving it back to you in self-love. All the money you lost trying to please them, God is giving it back to you in overflow. The calculation is perfect. The balance sheet is being corrected, but you must remain vigilant. The enemy doesn't give up easily. When they see they can't touch you, they will try to touch what you build. That is why you must build with iron. That is why you must keep your circle tight. That is why you must be ruthless with your time. You cannot afford to leak energy. You cannot afford to entertain foolishness. You are on a mission. You are a man or woman on assignment. You have a destiny to fulfill, and it is huge. It is terrifyingly big. If you knew where God was taking you, you would be on your face, trembling. That is why He shows you step by step. That is why He had to toughen you up. The soft version of you would have collapsed under the weight of this glory. The soft version of you would have handed the crown to someone else. But the new you, the rebuilt you can handle the weight. You have the neck muscles to hold your head up when the crown gets heavy. And it will get heavy. Success is a burden. Leadership is a burden. Being the chosen one in your bloodline is a burden. Everyone wants to be the boss until it's time to make boss decisions. Everyone wants to be the king until it's time to fight the war. You are in the war, but you are winning. You are taking ground every single day. The people who pushed you down are stuck in a time loop. They are reliving the past, talking about the good old days, talking about high school, talking about that one time they felt important. But you are a time traveler. You are living in the future. You are talking about next year, next decade, next generation. You are planting trees under whose shade you will never sit. You are breaking generational curses that have plagued your family for centuries. You are the cycle breaker, and cycle breakers get hurt. That is part of the job description. You took the hit so your children wouldn't have to. You took the betrayal so your lineage would know how to spot a snake. You paid the price. You bought the freedom with your pain, so wear it proudly. You are a veteran of spiritual warfare. You have the Purple Heart. You have the stripes. God is about to present you to the world. It's the unveiling, like a statue that has been covered while the artist worked on it. The tarp is coming off. The scaffolding is coming down, and the world is going to gasp. They are going to say, "We thought he was done. We thought she was finished." And God will say, "I was just getting started." This is your moment. The spotlight is hot, but you are ready. The stage is big, but you are ready. The audience is hostile, but you are ready. Let them boo, let them hiss. Their noise only proves they are watching. And as long as they are watching, you have the power. You control the narrative by your actions. So let the darkness fuel you. Let the cold sharpen you. Let the memory of their laughter be the soundtrack to your grind. Every rep in the gym, every late night at the office, every prayer in the war room, do it in front of them. Not by looking at them, but by knowing they are looking at you. You are the one who got away. You are the one who broke the chain. You are the one who refused to die. And that makes you immortal in their minds. You will live rent-free in their heads forever. They will tell their children about you. They will say, "I knew him once," and their voice will shake with regret. That is your victory. Not their destruction, but their regret, their eternal knowing that they had a diamond and they treated it like a rock. They threw it away, and now it shines on the highest peak of the mountain, unreachable, untouchable, unbreakable. God has rebuilt you, and this time there are no cracks. This time there are no weak spots. You are solid gold, refined in the hottest fire. Stand up, fix your crown, and rule. Rule over your emotions. Rule over your territory. Rule over your destiny. You are the king. You are the queen. And the king does not bow to the peasant who tried to trip him. The king walks past. The king keeps walking. The king ascends, rise, and never come down. Ah, look at you, sitting there in the shadows, wondering if this is it, wondering if this is where your story ends. They pushed you down hard, didn't they? Those people, the ones who smiled in your face, the ones who said they'd never leave, the ones who promised they had your back no matter what. Yeah, those ones. They're the same ones who shoved you into the dirt and walked away like you were nothing, like you didn't even exist, like everything you shared, everything you gave them meant absolutely nothing. They just turned around and left you there, broken, bleeding, gasping for air. And now here you are, sitting in the wreckage of what used to be your life, wondering how the hell you got here. But here's the thing, they don't want you to know. They're still watching. Oh yeah, they are. Don't think for a second that they've forgotten about you. They're peeking over their shoulders every chance they get, waiting to see what happens next, waiting to see if you stay down. They want you flat on your back, defeated, done, finished. Because you getting up, that's their worst nightmare. That's the thing that haunts them when the lights go out. They need you to stay down because your rise, oh man, your rise would expose everything they tried to hide. It would prove that they couldn't break you, and that terrifies them more than anything else in this world. You see, they didn't push you down because you were weak. Nah. That's not it at all. Get that thought out of your head right now. They pushed you down because you were a threat. You had something burning inside you, something real, something powerful, something they couldn't stand to look at. It was too bright, too authentic, too damn real for them to handle. They saw your potential before you even recognized it yourself, and it scared the living hell out of them. So they did what cowards always do when they encounter something they can't control. They tried to destroy it. They tried to snuff out that light before it could grow any brighter, before it could expose how dim and empty they really are inside. But guess what? You can't kill a flame that was lit by God himself. You just can't. They tried with everything they had. They threw water on it. They stomped on it. They buried it under lies and betrayal and pain. But that fire, that thing inside you that makes you who you are, it's still burning. Maybe it's just embers right now. Maybe it's barely flickering, but it's there. And embers, they have a way of turning into wildfires when the conditions are right. And let me tell you something, the conditions are about to be very, very right. They thought they finished you. They really believed that. Walked away from the scene thinking the job was done. Another one down, another threat eliminated, another person who dared to shine a little too bright successfully dimmed. They probably celebrated, probably laughed about it, probably told stories about how they put you in your place. But what they don't understand, what they could never possibly understand, is that you weren't destroyed. You were planted. There's a difference, a massive difference. When something is destroyed, it's gone forever. But when something is planted, it's just waiting for the right moment to burst through the soil and reach for the sky. See, sometimes God lets you get pushed down so he can show the whole world how high he can raise you up. He allows allows the fall because he's already planned the rise. And when he lifts you, oh man, it's going to be something to witness, something spectacular, something that will leave every single person who doubted you standing there with their jaws on the floor. They won't be able to deny it. They won't be able to explain it away. They'll just have to watch as you become everything they tried to prevent you from being. Right now, you feel it, don't you? That heaviness sitting on your chest like a boulder that won't move. That ache deep in your bones that follows you everywhere you go. That exhaustion that sleep can't fix, because it's not your body that's tired, it's your soul. Yeah, I know. I know exactly what that feels like. It's real, it's raw, and it hurts like nothing else you've ever experienced. Some days it takes everything you have just to get out of bed. Some nights you lie there staring at the ceiling, wondering if the pain will ever stop, wondering if you'll ever feel whole again, wondering if there's any point in continuing to fight. But that pain, listen to me carefully here, that pain is not your ending. It's not the final chapter of your story. That pain is fuel. It's ammunition. It's the raw material that God is going to use to build something incredible inside you. Every tear you've cried when nobody was watching, every sleepless night spent replaying what happened, every moment you wondered if it was even worth going on, all of that is being collected. Not one drop has been wasted. God's taking every single piece of that pain and he's transforming it into power. Power they can't even imagine exists. Power that's going to lift you so high, they'll get dizzy just trying to see where you ended up. You think they won because they pushed you down? Nah, they didn't win anything. All they did was reveal themselves. They showed you exactly who they were underneath those masks they wear. And now you know. Now you see clearly for the first time. The blindfold has been ripped off and you can see the snakes for what they are. You can spot the fakes from a mile away. And when you rise, and trust me, you will rise, you'll know exactly who deserves to walk beside you and who needs to be left behind in the dust where they belong. That's not bitterness, that's wisdom. That's discernment earned through pain. And it's one of the most valuable things you could ever possess. Here's the truth that nobody wants to tell you because it makes them uncomfortable. The people who pushed you down, they're not living their best lives. They're not thriving. They're miserable. They're empty inside, walking around with fake smiles plastered on their faces and hollow hearts beating in their chests. They pushed you because they couldn't stand seeing someone with real purpose, real passion, real fire. Your authenticity was like a mirror that showed them everything they're not. Your light exposed their darkness, and they hated you for it, despised you for it. So they tried to dim you, tried to break you, tried to make you as empty and hollow as they are. Misery loves company, and they wanted you to join their miserable little club, but you're not like them. You never were, and you never will be. There's something different about you, something they could sense but couldn't name, something that made them uncomfortable just being around you. You carry a light that they don't have and can't manufacture, and no matter how hard they tried to extinguish it, it refused to go out. That light, that's God in you. That's the divine spark that he placed inside you before you were even born. And that spark, it answers to him and him alone. No human being has the power to put it out permanently. But here's the beautiful part. God's not just planning justice for them. He's planning elevation for you. He's working on something right now, this very moment while you're feeling your lowest, preparing your comeback. And it's not going to be some quiet little recovery that nobody notices. It's not going to be you barely scraping by while they continue to prosper. Oh no, this is going to be loud. This is going to be undeniable. This is going to be the kind of comeback that people write stories about. He's going to raise you up right in front of the very people who pushed you down, and they're going to have to stand there frozen in disbelief. They're going to have to witness with their own eyes you becoming everything they tried to stop. Imagine that for a second. Really picture it. Those same faces that looked down at you with contempt. Those same people who counted you out, who wrote you off, who told others you were finished. They're going to have to watch you succeed. They're going to have to see you happy. They're going to have to witness you living the life they tried to steal from you. And there won't be a damn thing they can do about it except stand there and watch. That's not revenge. That's restoration. That's God showing out. That's heaven proving a point that needed to be made. You know what's beautiful about this whole situation? They thought they knew your limits. They thought they had you all figured out, like you were some simple equation they had solved, pushed you down and assumed that was it. Game over, story finished, close the book. But they made a critical error. They underestimated you. They underestimated what you're capable of when you've got nothing left to lose. They underestimated what happens when a person who's been completely broken decides to rebuild from scratch. They underestimated the power of someone who has hit absolute rock bottom and has nowhere to go but up. And most importantly, they underestimated God. They forgot who's really running things around here. They acted like they were in control, like they had all the power, like they could determine your destiny. But they're not God. They don't write your story. They don't get to decide how this ends. And that miscalculation is going to be their biggest regret. When they see you rising, despite everything they did, they're going to realize they were fighting against something much bigger than you. They were fighting against the Almighty Himself. And nobody, absolutely nobody, wins that fight. Every time you wanted to quit, every time you felt like throwing in the towel and just accepting defeat, every time you thought you couldn't take another step forward, something kept you holding on. Something wouldn't let you give up completely. You know what that was? That was God whispering in your spirit, telling you to wait, telling you it's not over yet, telling you that morning was coming, even though midnight seemed endless. He wouldn't let you stay down because He's got plans for you, plans bigger than anything those people who hurt you could ever comprehend, plans that would blow your mind if you could see them right now. They see you as broken. They see you as damaged goods, as a lost cause, as someone who's past the point of recovery. But God, He sees something completely different. He sees you as ready to be rebuilt from the foundation up, ready to be elevated to heights you've never experienced, ready to shock every single person who counted you out, ready to walk in a purpose so powerful that it changes everything around you. Where they see an ending, He sees a beginning. Where they see destruction, He sees an opportunity for reconstruction. Where they see weakness, He sees strength waiting to be revealed.